Ahorita estoy recibiendo 60 hasta 80 llamadas por día.
Ya vamos en camino.
No saben si está vivo, si está sufriendo, si le están haciendo daño. Cuando ves el dolor y el sufrimiento y que hay algo que puedas hacer, me dan fuerzas para seguir adelante.
You are watching the trailer for the powerful documentary Desert Angel. It's one of the more than 100 films tackling some of the biggest issues of our time. They're going to be showcased at the San Diego International Film Festival that kicks off this month. We're talking about the power of film to inspire change. Joining us now is the festival's CEO and artistic director, Tanya Mantooth, and Rafael. He is the remarkable subject of that documentary, Desert Angel. Rafael, say your last name for me. It's so beautiful, and I don't want to mess it up.
Larraenza Hernandez, Rafael.
I love how it sounds. You've spent 25 years rescuing migrants in the desert along the border. That's what this movie, this documentary is about. So, Tanya, you've seen Desert Angel. Tell people just a little about it and why you picked it for the festival this year.
You know, I felt like, immigration is such a hot button these days, and people fall into these two camps. But there was something about this film that told the sliver of the story that I think doesn't get told. And that's when individuals find themselves in life-threatening situations in the middle of the desert. And I think, we can all agree that immigration is a complicated topic, but this is a story that puts a human face on a societal issue. And I think that's important for us to remember, that sense of empathy and compassion. Whether we agree on policies, it's really about that. And to see Rafael's story and to see his dedication and his commitment to be able to save an individual's life that he doesn't know, and to go out in the middle of the night and do that was so remarkable, and I felt like it was absolutely a story that we needed to tell at the festival.
So timely. Rafael, you've dedicated 25 years of your life to going out there in the deserts to help these migrants that you find out there. Why do you think it's important for people to see this, to see what's happening out there?
Okay, it's very important that people know how is the suffer, the people to come in to looking for something better for their life, right? Something, try to live in better, try to work, try to make something different, and try to suppress.
Yes, I think, Tanya, it's just what you said, put a face on that. It's more than just a news story or a talking point thrown around by politicians, but these are people and people's lives, and so we get to see that. What do you think, how do you see films sparking change and the kind of conversations that are going to happen after these movies that you're going to feature at the film festival?
Well, I think that's a big part of what a film festival is all about, is to be able to, there are so many things that divide us, but I think if you can walk in someone else's shoes, and certainly in the case of this film, you really see his compassion and empathy, and also the individuals that he comes up against. And so I think once you experience that, I think there's a development that happens where there's this shared sense of empathy. Yeah. And I feel like film really gives you that. And it's also about the conversation afterward. It's about people coming together, and again, they don't have to agree on everything, but if you can agree on one thing, I think that's a step forward.
Rafael, what do you hope people walk away with when they see this movie?
What do you mean?
How do you want people to see something they've never seen before? You want to hope it touches them, I'm sure.
Okay, the intention from the movie is the people knows how is the people suffer to come in, to looking for something better.
Yeah, moms, dads, somebody's son, somebody's daughter.
Yes, the people is suffer too much. I received too many calls from the moms and they are desperately looking for his
Yeah,
family.
they get separated from their families. Tanya, what other kind of movies are so we're going to see a movie like this really is like raw about immigration,
right.
The immigration issue. What other kind of things do you think you want to let people know that they could see?
Well, really, we try to curate films really across the board. Obviously, the documentaries tend to carry really important issues. I mean, there's a number of films, and in some ways this film is that too, is stories about resilience and hope and determination, and that is that story. But there's a number of them, challenged athletes, people overcoming disabilities, and I think that's important these days. There's so much that we feel a little bit chaotic about in the world. If there's a sense that we can face it and overcome it and maybe be better for it, I think that's also what film can do. And that is, I mean, I feel like you're such a hero of what you do. Yeah. And so to be able to showcase that story is really important.
Love that. Okay, so before we go, tell people about the different locations and the major events that are part of this International Film Festival that they can be part of.
So we open at the Lot in La Jolla, and we're opening with a major film with Julia Roberts called After the Hunt, which will be a spectacular opening kickoff party right there. The next night we're at the Night of the Stars tribute at the Conrad, and that will be a celebration of a number of celebrities. Friday night, after everyone watches films all day, we're going to go to the Belly Up and have a great filmmaker party, and then we're heading right into the weekend films all weekend long, and then we close with culinary cinema, where I curate a film on food, and we bring in 6 chefs, and it's a delightful way to end the festival.
That is it's so fun, so much fun. And tickets, you can still buy tickets. We're gonna put, you can see right here, sdfilmfest.com. And so here are the dates, October 15th through 19th. On that website, you can see all the different events and how you can get tickets. Tanya and Rafael, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.